Well, how many pumpkins will a 50 cal shoot through? I'm wondering myself. We are going to have some fun today. Happy Halloween, by the way. This is intended to be a fun video for Halloween. We've got some really nasty bullets here that we're going to shoot through this 50 to see what this wall of pumpkins can provide in the way of resistance to a 50. We're going to try an API, which is definitely no slouch. And then I've got this 750 grain Control Chaos Lehigh we're going to try if we have any pumpkins that survive the API. And this bullet pretty much shoots through soles. And then we have a 327 grain Scorcher. This is a CQB round from Lehigh, and this thing's getting down at some wicked butt naked speeds. We're going to stand off here at a very, very safe distance away from these pumpkins to take the shot. Okay, I lied. We're a little closer than we probably should be, but that's okay. This API round's about to go through those pumpkins, and there's nothing that's going to stop it. So here we go. All right, I have no idea what's going to happen. No idea at all. We've got probably, what, 12, 14 pumpkins deep. All right, here we go. Well, clear. We'll see what happened. All right, boys and ghouls, don't leave just yet. We've got much more coming, but let's survey the damage. So how many pumpkins will API shoot through at a scary range here, okay? Number one, okay, contestant number one, door number one. Door number two. He did not fare very well. That's an entrance hole. That's your exit. It's a very satisfying sound, by the way. All right, door number three. Yeah, he's had a bad day. All right, we've got to move a few out of the way, and we are going to reset this, guys. All right, pumpkin number four. I felt bad for this pumpkin because he was really ugly and everything, but you know, you can see in pumpkin number four that the bullet began to skewer downward, because you can see by the exit that it's already starting to kind of go downward. Poor guy. Listen to that freaking sound that it made. All right, that was number four. Oh boy. Number five. Starting to get a little bit more of a, you know, kind of a cleaner hole, not quite so much destruction. Yeah. All right, that was number five. Number six. Still trucking right on through number six. Oh man, that thing just split right in half. That was ghastly. All right. All right, and it looks like the round began to veer off down and to the left as it went through the pumpkins. There's another one. Pretty much straight line penetration there for the most part. Oh well, what was that, 7? Okay, getting closer into the stack here, looks like it. Oh, come on. Oh, what have we here? Okay, now, let's see, that was 7, 8, grazed through number 8, hit number 9. There's no exit. So let's see if we caught our 50 cal round inside of this pumpkin. We're gonna chop her open, have a look, reset everything. We're gonna shoot the Control Chaos, perform the same test. Let's do it. All right, guys, interesting result. Pumpkin number 9 stopped the A-pit. This is the core from the A-pit round. Just like we surmised, it went right on in and caught it. That's why we chose kind of a wide path of pumpkins, because those bullets tend to want to skewer off to either side, sometimes up or down. Luckily, we caught our A-pit core. And so guys, if you're in a 50 cal fight and you want to hide in a pumpkin patch, yeah, as long as you're kind of deep in the pumpkin patch, you might be okay. But don't leave just yet. We're not done. We've got another scary result we're going to show you here. We've got a controlled chaos, and then let's slap it with that little 327 grain CQB, see what that little Lehigh pill can do. So we're going to reset the playing field and get right back after it. Let's do it. All right, so we saw what the API did. APIs are designed to penetrate things. So we saw 9 pumpkins with the API core. That's pretty impressive. The controlled chaos is intended to blow up and expand and cause all kinds of nasty damage. We got some pretty fleshy medium in front of us. Let's see what the 750 grain controlled chaos can do from Lehigh Defense and just see what happens. All right, going hot. Here we go. Now, evident by all of the pumpkin juju raining down all around me, and it's all over me right now currently, we can see that the control chaos definitely did its job. Let's see how far it went, see if we caught anything, survey the damage. Well, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. That control chaos opened up and just caused some horrible, visceral damage right here in about the first 5 pumpkins. That bullet is designed to expand and really blow up and cause all kind of mayhem in a fleshy medium going through, and then we saw that the base carried through, which is what it does. It kind of tears up and then throws a reduced weight base on through in a straight penetration. So we penetrated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pumpkins, and the base exited the 9th pumpkin. So the base exceeded the penetration of the API core, which is pretty dang impressive because both those rounds are not a slouch by any stretch of the imagination. I'll tell you what, let's test out the CQB round. We're going to add more pumpkins because I think we're going to need them. And then if we have enough left over, we will try this test one more time with more pumpkins now that we know we're getting straight line penetration, and we'll try the control chaos again near the end. Let's do it. All right, this is the one that I know everybody probably wants to see. 327 grain CQB. This is a very, very new round. So new that there's not even really technically reloading data for it. I got on the phone with him and we had a pretty interesting conversation about it. Let's just say we collectively don't really know what's gonna happen. We're in uncharted territory here, but it's a screamer, it's lightweight. Why would you want a 327 grain 50 cal round? Well, lighter recoil, so smoother recoil impulse. This gun's recoil operated, so it may not even run the Barrett. We're gonna see if it cycles, but spanking velocities. You get fast velocities with faster powders, large case capacity in the 50. You really get that thing stroking out of there. It's pretty fast speeds. We got some pumpkins waiting, so let's do it. No idea what's gonna happen. This is a very big, I don't know. All right. Hopefully my Barrett doesn't explode. All right, ready? Well, judging by, wow. That was really interesting in terms of the recoil impulse that I felt on this Barrett. I was expecting it to kick a lot harder and it just barely pooped the brass right out. So it did cycle. I don't know if it pushed the bolt back far enough to load a second round. Let's have a look down range and see what happens, shall we? All right, that was a pretty interesting result. The round is a CQB round that's not really designed to cause a lot of collateral damage. So it's crazy. It went in, caused some really nasty wound in the first pumpkin, obviously. The second one is where it starts to get interesting. We saw the individual pellets or petals coming off of that round, coming out and causing their own individual wound channels throughout the entire flesh of the pumpkin. That's pretty interesting. Going into pumpkin number 3, we got a large section which appears to be maybe a chunk of the base or something going through number 3. It grazed number 4 barely, but whatever hit number 4 just bumped right on into number 5, and he's barely in there. Now if it went in the pumpkin, it's still there. So we're going to cut it open, see if we caught some type of a base or a core or something like that. That's a really awesome result. Remember, the round is not intended to penetrate a lot, so that's actually very few pumpkins to penetrate compared to what we were getting out of the API and the Control Chaos. Let's check this out, and then we're gonna shoot the Control Chaos again with more pumpkins to see if we can catch that base off of that bad boy. All right, 327 grain CQB, the final pumpkin count was 5. The base carried through straight line penetration into the bottom of the number 5 pumpkin. There's our base. That's what's left over. I recovered one of the petals out of the base of the pumpkin that we showed you off to the side here, and it created a pretty nasty wound track. So all of those individual wound tracks that we saw on those first pumpkins, where you saw those holes coming out of the back of pumpkin number 2, all of those holes were created by petals about this size. So that's a pretty scary prospect to think that something this small can create those wound tracks and cause such nasty damage. That's a really cool round. Let's revamp this thing and shoot the Control Chaos one more time. I want to see if we can catch that base. Plus, because why not, right? Let's do it. All right, unpleasant encounter number 2 for our pumpkin friends down there. 750 grain Control Chaos, same load, same everything. This time we've just got more pumpkins down there to try to catch the base. Just because we can. All right, here we go. Well then. Clear. Let's go have a look. Who says science can't be fun? All right, that's a repeatable result. We got the same exact result on the second time around, and what we can surmise is that on that 9th pumpkin on the first time, it must have just barely pooped out of the back of the pumpkin and just barely went trickling down range, because all it took was that number 10 pumpkin, old ugly back there, to sit there and just provide a little bit of resistance for that base to bounce back against the wall of the inside pumpkin. I think we caught the base in pumpkin number 9. We're gonna cut him open and have a look. But again, initial penetration, nasty, and then that bullet starting to open up and really do its thing and showing that really a visceral, just crazy expansion on pumpkin number 3, and then the base following through. It did veer off a bit, but we got good consistent penetration. Pumpkin number 9, I think, has our base in it. And that's old ugly number 10 there. Look at that ugly pumpkin. Grew all nasty and everything. I'm gonna have to take him home and put him on my porch. He's gonna have to live a happy life for the rest of his little pumpkin existence until I decide to go shoot him with a 10 gauge in my front yard. Let's crack open pumpkin number 9 and have a look. All right, you guys are gonna discover this alongside me here. We got a little window of opportunity. We cutting the pumpkin. Reach right in there. There's our base for the Control Chaos. That is cool. You can see the tip of that bullet shed a little bit, and then that giant hunk of brass right there just pushed on through. That is one wicked round right there. Guys, if you haven't, check out some of our body armor testing videos that we've done. We've shot these at kind of long range with body armor and stuff. Pretty interesting results considering what a brass solid can do at long range. Thank you for watching today's video. Happy Halloween. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your fall. Thank you for watching. We had a lot of fun making this video. We appreciate your time. We'll catch you next time. Many more videos on the way. Thank you for watching.